In business, knowing enough to be dangerous can be a superpower. In fact, I'll say it's one of the best things a business person can do in 2024 and beyond. Good morning, everybody. Today, Ruby and myself are talking about how important it is to have a breadth of knowledge in business and the superpower that comes from knowing enough to be dangerous about something. So what does that mean? Knowing enough to be dangerous, in my mind, really reflects learning something of value and importance about something that you're not inherently supposed to know in your role. So if you're the CFO of a company and you can do bank reconciliations and financial statements in your sleep, but you have no idea how marketing works, well, guess what? When your CMO comes asking for money for budgets, it would really help if you knew enough to be dangerous about how marketing works. And so this to me is the thing that I continue to profess, in the sense of if you have influence or sway over an angle of business that you don't normally operate in, you really need to know enough to be dangerous. So I deal with business people every day who need that superpower. They need to know something more valuable, because the blind spot of not knowing enough to be dangerous is risk. And so if you are a CFO, and that is your superpower today, your minor needs to be things for which you can have influence over. You can't tell the CMO to spend less money because you have no frickin' idea how any of that works. None. Zero. Zilch. So you don't have an opinion. You don't get an opinion. However, you hold the big bag of money. So how do you reconcile that as part of your role? How do you make sure that you can have that discussion and understanding? And once you know more about how the machine of marketing works, then, and only then, do you get an opinion. If you don't know, you don't know. And so it's using that as a piece of the puzzle. And this goes for everything. Same thing, if you are the CMO and you have no idea how finance works, you don't get an opinion. So when the CFO tells you marketing budgets are going to be slashed 20%, and that's going to have a huge impact on revenue, you got to be able to defend that and know why, in their language, at their level, so that you're making the decisions together. So this is the hard part. You need to know enough to be dangerous. And so this goes for everything. Technology is the main culprit right now. Technology is going to drive how we do business in the future. And if you have no idea how technology works, well, holy crap, you're in trouble. So that's why a lot of these younger generations roll their eyes at the older folks, because they're not inherently digital and the world is digital. And so, do you know enough to be dangerous? And if you don't, that is a fixable problem. You got to want to fix the problem. So for today, Ruby says, everybody has their core strengths. Everybody has their core inherent ways of doing things. What you need is to figure out what those gaps are in your skill set and figure out how to know enough to be dangerous. All right, enough for today. Walking and talking with Ruby.